Good evening, dear students. This is Mr. Abdurrahman with another session regarding the media studies. Today's topic, which is I think the third recording, is going to be a big topic. We're going to talk about one of the techniques enable us to analyze the text and the media, which is the camera shots. And this part one, considering the shot size. As an introduction about this topic, you need to understand that any film that we're gonna watch, or anything that you do in life regarding this cinema, any film that you watch consists of sequences. These sequences is something we will refer back to when we handle the editing process. Inside of the editing software, there is the concept of the sequence. What you need to know right now is that the sequence consists of different scenes. The scenes is the things that we see in the movies when it's about a fight between superheroes, or it's a scene inside of a house. That physical environment, fixed physical environment, is a whole scene. Inside of the scene, there is these different pieces when the camera keep moving around, which we call them the camera shots. One of the skills for you that is needed from you as a media student is to be able to make an accurate text analysis. It's referring to the fact that when you're reading something, reading magazine or watching a movie, you'll be able to extract the meaning behind these different techniques. That's why you need to get familiar with all the different camera techniques and their characteristics. Also, during this lesson, or in camera shots in general, when we study all the different 6 parts, by the end of this different lessons, you will distinguish each shot type. Also, you will be able to know when it's perfect and suitable to use this shot to be able to affect the viewer in a specific way. The different camera shots, regarding the choices for you as a director or as a cameraman, enable you to deliver all the different meanings and feelings to the audience. That's why it's important to understand the different camera shots and their purposes. And it's important to know which shot size has the most valuable effect on the audience. The first type that we're gonna discuss is the establishing shot. Most commonly, it's used as a visual element to start the scene in a movie, but sometimes, due to the fact that it's wide enough to show the geography, the sense of time, and even the scale of the subject under consideration compared to the environment can be presented in the scene. So this shot is used to show you the scale of the subject compared to the environment mainly. Another thing about the establishing shot, that most of the time it's used as a transition between different scenes in a film, like in a scene between some people running with a car. Also, it can be introducing you to an entire new world, especially in the sci-fi movies, when Alien movie or Avatar or whatever. All these names, these titles regarding the movies, are considered a good example to show some kind of establishing shot examples. Let's jump to the second type of shots, shot sizes, the master shot. The picture to the right is an example for the master shot. Most of this time, the establishing shot, the first type, is as a sequence. Most of the time after that comes the master shot. So as a habit of modern cinematic, the establishing shots start, and after that most of the directors prefer to use the master shot. Most of the time it's used to confirm the location of the characters in a scene. Also, it's showing you the relation between them. So it's like that, it's showing every subject that's under focus in a scene, while showing this relation between them. It's like that, as an example, showing you can see the distance between these different characters, and even you can see the relations, because sometimes this master shot is used to emphasize the close relationship between family members while they're eating dinner or wherever it is. It's considered one of the master shot examples. And also, it can be used as a master shot to show the separation that happens between characters when they're meeting, so it can be used for that purpose too, to show some kind sense of emptiness when the character left alone while the other subjects leaving the scene. That's about the master shot. Let's jump to the next type of the shot sizes, the wide shot or the WS. The picture to the right is an example for a wide shot. Most of the time this shot is used to divide the subjects in a scene. As you can see, we have two subjects. We have the driver of the car and we have this fancy ugly car, or whatever you want to name it, to show the relation between them, but from while they are individually represented in the environment. So showing two subjects far from each other while showing the relation compared to the environment, but in an individual way. You can feel that the relation between these two subjects is separated. The relation with the environment is separated in each one of them. So it's used mainly to show the character, while also regarding the feelings, it's used to show if the character is lost or confused or lonely. All of these feelings and purposes can use the wide shot, utilize the wide shot to gain that purpose. But this is one of the features of the wide shot. These feelings will be resembled by the character while in a way that is related to the location or the geography. Let's go to the FS or the full shot. The picture of the Johnny Depp and the Pirates of the Caribbean movie is a good example for the full shot. Most of the time this shot is showing the full body of the actor or the subject from the top of the head to the bottom of the feet while he is running. The subject in this shot actually needs to be, most of the time it's in the middle. In this example it's in the middle, but this is not like a fixed rule. Most of the modern cinematography of the directors, they are using this shot in a way that sometimes they're keeping the subject to the side. The point from this shot is to show the emotions of the character, while it's wide enough to show the posing or the body posture that is happening. As you can see in this picture, you can see the feelings or the emotion in his face, while you can tell that he's running. So that's the point from the FS. As a conclusion, it's preferred to use when we want to show the character physicality presented as a whole. Another FS type, but it's not called the full shot, it's called the medium full shot. And as an easy way for you to recognize it, we call it cowboy shot. The cowboy shot as a composition, it's ranging from the top of the subject's head to just below the waist. Okay, so referred to as a cowboy because it's based on the idea that the shot will use the height of the gun holsters as a way of drawing the boundary of the scene. This type is used when you want to show the confidence of a character, or to show how dangerous they are, especially when it comes to, we can say that the villains in the cowboy movies, and sometimes it's showing that they are trying to make some kind of, or when they are in confrontation scene. The medium shot now, the pure medium shot, the MS, as you can see to the right of the slide, is an example for the medium shot. It's considered one of the popular shots. It's used, the majority of the movie shots, it should be consist of medium shots. Why it's popular? Because this kind of shot size, showing you the character, a character size in a similar way to the people that he's interacting with. So the scale of the character and the things that he's interacting with is in a real scale. Most common composition for this is to show the character about the waist, but still below the chest. As you can see, the lady sitting and the table is covering her, using the table to do that. And the head, as you can see, is appearing as a whole. It can be used to show the intimate feelings of the character while they're having joy towards certain subjects, as you can see, the food or the items on top of the table, to show some sort of affection. That's the use of the MS. Also, it's used to maintain the character physicality and environment as well. Let's jump to the next type of camera shots, the close-up or the medium close-up MCU. The picture to the right is representing a scene from No Country for Old Men. The shot size is framing the subject from the mid-chest, okay, from the mid-chest, while keeping the head complete. This type of shot is trying to minimize the distraction from the character. The director is trying to use the shot so you can focus on the character to show more details or the story behind it. It's also good to get the intimate of the character without losing their physicality. The pure close-up or the CU. The Joker example here to the right is one of the ways of representing the close-up. The close-up is main purpose is to highlight the change in emotions or in the psychology of the character in a movie. Technically, the CU is arranged at the eye level. Most of the time it's focusing using the eye level to arrange the shot composition for a certain reason, which is digging into the soul of the character, trying to dig into the emotions. In this shots, the feelings very clear, and so this type is showing all the details about making decisions or an anxiety in a scene. So even making decisions or the characters in anxious about something, it's using the close-up to do that. Let's jump to another type of close-up, which is the extreme close-up, ECU. As you can see here, Emma Thurman in the Kill Bill movie or Kill Bill 1 or 2, the camera is focusing on her eyes. This shot is used to show a specific area of the subject, which is the eyes. But sometimes the director is using this ECU for showing other details like the nose or the lips. So it's still considered as an extreme close-up, but with a different part of the body, which is taking us to another part. Another type of close-ups is called the insert shot. The insert shot is sometimes the director wants to show you some detail. This shot is helping you, as you can see, to isolate the object from the subject. Okay, so the object is the gun here, and we can focus on it while we can sense that there is someone handling the gun or holding the gun, but it's not in our focus. So this shot helps you isolate the object that is crucial to the character or to the narrative. I hope that this session was informative for you. I want to thank you for viewing. If you have any questions regarding this topic, if you have any questions regarding any previous topics, feel free to contact me on the Viber or on the Google Classroom or even physically in the school. Stay safe guys, take care, and see you in other sessions, inshallah.